Hello, today is the 5th of October 2024. The time now is 11:30 at night, and I want to talk about something that a video that I saw tonight. And um, the video I saw tonight was talking about the flood that came through North Carolina up in the mountains, mountain towns, Asheville, up near the mountains. And they were saying that those towns that the flood went through was sundown towns. And see, I didn't know that they were sundown towns. That they were saying that this was judgment of God, which I'm not saying that. I'm saying what they said because I don't know. That this was God's judgment on those towns because they haven't repented of the thing that they've been doing to black people. I did see where in August of this year that they hung a young man, 31 years old truck driver. And the person I was talking to about it was saying that they saw 11 scars from where they put the ropes around his neck, but they trying to say it was suicide. Now you know that was not no suicide. I mean, why would he have to put 11, hang himself 11 times, or put a rope around his neck 11 times? You know who I really think is doing this in these sundown? I think it's the police. I really believe it is the police that's killing black people. Any black person that's in the town, this all white towns, they will allow you to pass through during the daytime. But if you caught in these towns after dark, you dead. With mutilated because they got missing parts, and so those missing parts are probably being sold. Cause like I've been saying, they killing black people, selling their body parts. And I had my son, I got this really extremely strong feeling about my son that that's what they did to my son. And that's why they would not allow me to see it. When I saw my son, he was in his casket. They had to embalm him and everything. I didn't get a chance to identify my son. And the chief of police, who I think covered up that lie, actually went to court and supposed to have acted out what he said my son did, as though he was there watching my son, which was nothing but a lie. Nothing but a lie. And the judge allowed it because they drinking part. They get drunk together. And so I had just got this really, and it didn't go away. It stayed on me until I told somebody. But they didn't believe me. They didn't believe me, but I get these really strong feelings about things. Just like my sister. They found my sister dead. She had been dead for some weeks. And my niece was saying that her boyfriend killed her. But I had got this really strong feeling that she wasn't murdered. She had surgery. She had that weight loss surgery, and she won't eat like she's supposed to because she never got rid of the uh the addiction of eating. So she still had the addiction and still eating, trying to eat the way she always have. And I think that the surgery, oh, I don't know exactly. I know she was hemorrhaging on the inside, and she went into the hospital, but the doctors couldn't find out where the bleeding was, where the blood was going. So she was living by herself, and her daughter found her on the floor, on top of a cover, And what I got that she was on the floor praying because I actually saw her in a vision. I was washing dishes and I just went to open vision with her dancing. She was doing a hand like that and she was smiling like she was in a good place. So I think she was on the floor praying because she knew she was dying. That's the strong feeling I had got of her. And with my son, they lied on my son. They didn't try to do nothing to the boy that killed my son, but he in jail anyway. He still went to jail and he got more time. So that's probably what God did to him. Because from what I hear, he got, I can't remember if it was 30 or 40 years in prison. And he wouldn't have got that for killing my son. So he better off not going to jail for killing my son. Because he'll be in there for a while. But anyway, I got this really strong feeling that they took some of my son's organs. And that's why they wouldn't allow me to see it. I didn't, when I went out to the, where he was laying on the ground, they didn't even try to save him. I come all the way from Lumberton to my hometown, which was like 30 minutes away. And he was still face down on the ground. I was told that the rescue squad was there and he was still alive. They didn't try to save him. They just let him die. And I tried to get help from lawyers. Nobody would help me. So I put it in God's hands. Because I went and prayed. God told me to be still, know that He the Lord thy God. So that's what I'm doing. At first I didn't, because I started writing politicians. They told me they couldn't help me on the level that I was on. So I decided when it's time to vote, I can't vote on the level that I'm on. So I don't vote. If you can't help me when I need your help, I can't vote for you. None of y'all politicians. Because first of all, I trust none of you. I trust no politician. I don't trust the doctors. I don't trust lawyers. I don't trust judges. I don't trust people. Because all people have showed me that they can't be trusted. God told this prophetess years ago, I went to this prophetess house. As soon as I walked in her house, she said, God said, don't trust no man. They can't be trusted. I only put my trust in him. And now I see why God said it. Because I always trusted everybody. That's why I kept getting in these bad relationships. Trusting people. And getting in bad situations. Because I trusted. I said, just because one person do something don't mean that the next person gonna do it, but the next person will do it. So now I don't trust nobody. You know, you have to really earn my trust, and I'll have to really get it deep in my soul that you is trustworthy. Because at a time that we are now, we living in a time where family will turn on you. Because family think more of the things of the world than they do you. Because you don't have the things of the world. You don't have money. You don't have a nice house. You don't have a nice car. So they think very little of you, but they don't think about your heart, who you are on the inside. They look at money and fame. You know, look at these people that's famous. Look at how evil they are. They got plenty of you got Bill Gates, a billionaire, and all he think about is how to kill, steal, and to destroy. He got plenty of money. He got a nice house. He got all this worldly stuff. But only thing he could think to do is to kill, create something that we call death. But a person with a good heart that'll go out their way to help you. They think nothing of you because you don't have. That's the time that we're living in now. That you can be a person of color and you can't go in a town at nighttime or you're gonna die. You got to rush out of that town so that you won't die. Now, how can there be a town like that in 2024 that you, a people of color, can't go to this town or they're gonna end up dead? And like I said, if there any town in the United States of America that if you're not a person of color and you found in that town at nighttime, that you will end up dead. Now that's what I want to know. That's exactly what I want to know. But we supposed to be some of the worst people on earth. So the people that I was listening to, I try listening to these people quite a few times, and I always turn away because I don't. To me, they teach it out of hatred. They don't teach out of love. They seem to have a problem with everybody, and they put all people in the same box. They put all Christians in the same box. That all Christians are the same. All white people are the same, and it's not the truth. Because it wasn't for some white people, black people would have been hurt real bad. They were the part of the Underground Railroad because they the one had the houses that they could go in these secret places and go underground. So when I'm talking about people, I'm not talking about the whole race. I'm not talking about the whole race of Jews. Because one thing I don't know in the Jewish, not Jews, because we are the Jews, Jewish, those that pretend to be Jew. I don't know them. But when I'm talking about people of the Caucasian race, I'm not talking about all of them, just the one that's doing evil. I'm talking about all of them, like Bill Gates and Dr. Fauci, whatever his name is, those people. Those are the ones I'm talking about. And when I'm talking about black people, I'm not talking about all of them, but the one that's doing evil, the one that's doing harm to other black people. Those who I'm talking about. But I really believe it's the police that's killing the black people in those sundown towns. That's why I really truly believe that the police is doing a whole lot of murdering, a whole lot of killing, a whole lot of covering up. And so I'm not going to be on here long. I just wanted to come because it was really bothering me to see how the flood was flowing through those towns like that, and whole houses was flowing down the road, you know, and how uh, these rich people wants to destroy land just so that they can get what's in the land. And it was really bothering me. Stuff like that bothers me because I care for people. I really care for people that, I don't have to know them. I just know that they people. And people lose their home, they have nowhere to go. I can sympathize with that. And even if these are sundown towns, to see these people crying and crying, because I know it's not everybody in those sundown towns. And those people in them sundown towns probably afraid of the people that's doing the killing. They probably know who it is, but they won't say nothing because they'll be afraid they'll end up dead. So I can't say, and in Proverbs it say that for us not to rejoice when we see our enemies fall. because we can call God judgment to leave our enemy, and it may come on us. It don't say that, but it could. Just because you rejoicing, no matter what, we supposed to react out of love. But what they saying is that God has given, and it's a young girl tonight said that God was speaking to her and was saying that people is gonna suffer because He have given people time to repent and they won't repent, and so more stuff is getting ready to happen. And that's what these people were saying, that you know in these sundown towns, people won't repent for all the murder that they've done to black people. So I'm not gonna um, I don't want to not pray and hope they get help, because like I said, it's not all the people in those towns, but nobody should be prejudiced to the point where you hate somebody because of the color of their skin. You don't even know the person. Just like these gang stalkers, they don't know nothing about me. They don't know nothing about my sister. They're only going by what the police is telling them, which is nothing but lies. But yet they really after us as though we are criminals. And I had said on another video how I was outside yesterday, and I wasn't even out there long. I didn't go on the ground. I'm on the deck, and they started coming out the back door, and I could feel. I knew they was attacking me because I could. This stuff burns my skin. It has me burning. And they will come out. I see them come out the back door and go upside the house, because they were trying to keep me from seeing them, but I could see the movement. And the dogs saw it too, because they ran over to the fence and were looking. And that person went back in the house, then another one came out and did the exact same thing. And see, they goes on these sites, and whatever it is they do on these sites, they send in frequency hitting me. Where the frequency coming from, I don't know if it's coming because there is a tower not that far from here, because you can see it at nighttime. I don't know exactly what it's all I know is that what I feel on my body. And I just started hurting, just started burning all around my midsection. And they must have kept doing it because I burnt a long time. And the dogs ran over to the fence because they saw it too. And this bed that I can't go on the deck, not even out in the yard. Since we've been in this house 3 years, and I never just went out in the yard and just been out there, just being in the yard. When I go out there, I take a chance of going out there watering the trees. And then when as soon as I finish watering the trees, I come in the house because my feet burns. But just to go out there and like just sit out there and just enjoy being outside, I haven't done it since we've been here. Now at the other house, I would go outside and sit because we had a tent. We had a tent out there, and I would go sit out there in the tent. But just to sit out in the open, I wouldn't do it. But it wasn't as bad there as it is here. It's where every time we move, it gets worse. Cause the first house, I didn't get the burning. It was just at like 3 o'clock at night, something would hit me in my stomach. I would hear a loud sound, and then I would get a hit in the stomach where I had abscess. When I had surgery and I hemorrhaged, and an abscess grew in my stomach. None of the burning, I didn't get any of that, but I was under attack by the people with us. would wave their hand at me and something would start flying, hitting me. But I still wasn't getting the burning like I was getting at the house after they knocked the fence down and connected the fence that he rebuilt and put those lights on top of it and connected it to the underground. That's when I started getting the burning. So I know that has something to do with my with my body burning. The electrical connected to the underground. And those big electrical boxes is connected to the underground too. Because after they finished building the fence, they exchanged boxes. Because the box was right beside our house. The house that was beside us, there was a big box there. They took that box out and put a new one there. That's because at first I was trying to figure out, how are they connecting something to the underground and it's electrical when I saw that, that's when I realized that, oh, that's where it's coming from, connected to the underground from no boxes. So evidently they got the whole underground all the way across, where you can just connect stuff from up here down to the underground. Because I've had my apartment now 9 years, and well, it was not 9 yet. It'll be nine in the end of January. It'll be 9 years because I've had my sister for 9 years because I got her in September. So that January is when we moved to up here. So it'll be 9 years the end of January, and I wasn't having none of the burning. I would just get hit in my stomach late at night, and those people was sending something to hit it felt like a bunch of bugs hitting the house, but it would hit me too. But it would also hit the house, and you could see the dents in the siding. You could see if there was a milk carton or something, it would hit the milk carton, and you could see the dent in the milk carton. And so that's what I got at the first house. And the guy was cutting the symbols in the cement. But when we moved in the second house, and they had this woman to run over the fence and knock it down, and they rebuilt it different than what it was, because in the backyard at first they were like two-sided fence, a side on our side and the side on the Smith people side, the one that kept bothering us for all 4 years that we were there. And so he built it back as one fence and put lights on the top of it and hooked the lights up to the underground system. But he had two fences because he had a wood fence, but on their side he had an aluminum fence with lights on it. And they was attacking me. Something looked like a round mirror, and it would pulsate. And they kept doing it, sending those signals over to the house, hitting the house with this stuff. Cause I could see them. The fence was down, and they would be down on their knees. But I'm looking at them. I'm standing in the window in the kitchen, looking out the window. I kept catching them doing stuff, just like they sent the little girl over to the house. If I hadn't have been standing in the window looking outside, I probably would have opened the door to see what she wanted. But I knew that when the person hid, I know not to open that door because they trying to set me up for something. What they were trying to set me up for, I had no idea, but I didn't open that door. And then when she went back, the Smith man, there were two houses. There was a beige house and a brown house. Both of them was attacking, but the man in the brown house was doing the most. And he come flying out his house and run up to the little girl. But I don't know what they said, but they ain't nothing they could say because I didn't open the door, and I had videos of her coming over, and somebody deleted it off of my computer. Tell you the truth, I had a whole bunch of stuff that I could prove of what they were doing, and it was in my download. They deleted the whole download off of my computer, and that's how much these people is watching, that they know exactly where those video was at, because I got a label saying video. They didn't delete that off. They deleted the download, so they know exactly where to go to delete. But God ain't through yet. If this is God sending these floods, got these, cause just like He used Satan to get Christ to the cross, He gonna use evil people to do His will, His judgment. The greed of people, the greed of man. But anyway, you know, we're in a time now that we have to live according to the will of God. We can't be messing around. We can't be lagging in our repentance. We have to obey God and be on the right and straight and narrow, because God ain't playing. Whole houses was flowing down the road, going all the way down a big old house down going down the road. This one lady said that she could see people dead. She thought they was uh fake fake like artificial uh uh like artificial Halloween stuff, but it was people where they don't flow it down to the wherever it was she saw them at. It was a group of them, and a lot of times the person that's doing the evil may not die. The innocent people will be the one that die. Just like when they have these shootouts, they the drive by when they shooting people houses. It always be an innocent person get killed. The people that they aiming for, they ain't even in there. They so dumb and stupid. They don't even know if the person in there or not. They shooting somebody that ain't got nothing to do with what their problem is. I done seen that happen a few times. They even shot the boy grandmama. She in her bed sleep. He won't even there. They just riding by shooting like idiots. I see something flying around in here. But anyway, I said what I wanted to say, because it was really upsetting me, you know. But still, I don't feel no better, because it's still people dying, and it may be innocent people that you know, because the law was telling them they can't go rescue the people. This one man, it was his son, and I don't know if it was his neighbor or what, but he went and got his son and brought his son out, but he wanted to go back and get the neighbor. And the police told him if he go back, they were going to arrest him. That's why I say it's the cop that's doing this stuff. It's the police. People, like when these black people be in these towns and the police come up, they're not thinking the police get ready to kill them, but they do. They do. And selling their body parts. Because if you kill a person, what you cutting their organs out for? What you cutting out their brain, their eyes and stuff? What you doing all that for? Because they selling the body parts. And that's what I had got that feeling about my son, that they took my son organs. That's the strong feeling that I had got. And it didn't leave me until I told one of my daughters, but she didn't believe me. She don't never none of them never believe nothing I say. You know, they just take me to be an idiot. If you out there and there's mumbling something, then they're not. But one day they're gonna wish they'd have listened to their mama. One day they're gonna wish they listen to me because I'm telling them what's going on. They don't see what's going on. They don't see what's going on. But I do. I see what's going on. And they don't want to believe nothing that I say. Nothing that I say. But they'll believe other people now. They'll believe what other people say, but don't believe nothing that I say. Mm. People just different than when my mama used to tell me stuff, I believed her. I believed her. I don't talk junk. No, I don't talk junk. You talk junk. Anything I say, you talking junk. Now I'm talking to in this video, and then you in there. I said my daughters. You not the only daughter I got. Who do that? I could talk with you in your room. I'm just telling the truth, my truth. I'm telling my truth, and it's the truth too. And I'm not talking junk. I just tell the truth. They don't listen to me when I tell them. Try to tell them something. Now my oldest daughter, she get where she seeing the stuff that I'm saying because she be on TikTok or whatever it is, and they be saying the same thing I'm saying. She seeing that I'm telling the truth, and then she'll send it to me because it's stuff that I already told her that she hearing it from other people now. And like I said, if somebody else say it, they'll believe, but if I say it, they don't believe me. And I'm not talking junk. I'm just telling the truth. What's going on? And see, these gang stalkers, they will attack a whole entire family, but they'll only activate like me, and then they're attacking the rest of my family, but they don't feel the attacks because they're not activated. But they'll be attacking them, and they thinking they just like I was thinking I'm having medical problems all these years. I've been thinking I'm having medical problems, and the doctors that I'm going to know I'm not having medical problems. They knowing they can't help me because these people is doing this to me. I don't have a medical problem. What I have is a technical problem. Technology. That's the problem I'm having. Just like right now, they burning my feet, and my feet propped up in the chair. Propped up in the chair, and they burning my feet. I can't even sit with my feet on the floor. I always have to sit with my feet propped up. And they still burning my feet. And how they doing it, I don't know. I really don't. All I know is that it's being done. It's being done. But I got to start taking better care of my skin because all this energy and stuff be on me, just drying out my skin. And I haven't made me no body butter in a while. I made my sister some, but I haven't made myself none. I put it on her to keep her lubricated in her inside her diaper so she won't get no rash or decubital ulcers or anything like that. But I haven't made me any for my skin. I did make some. I just got some oils. Like I said, I was trying to make my bathroom into a spa. So one of those things that you lay, the wooden thing that you lay across your tub. So I made me two different scents of oil, but I I still haven't used it. I did spill one of them. I dropped it and it spilled. Not all of it though, but I really made that just to put in my water when I take a soak in the tub, so that it'll lubricate my skin while I'm in the tub. So I made that for that. But just to put some on my skin when I get out the tub, I haven't made nothing for that. I guess I could use that. Cause one of them is, I mixed it. I had a mixture of olive oil that's uh, infused in herbs, and then I have castor oil infused in cayenne pepper. So I mixed them, and then I made two different scents with essential oils. And so I brought me, because they didn't have any type anything that you can hang your towels up on. So I did buy a towel holder, but it is the top of it is like a shelf, and the bottom part is the towel holders. I haven't got my rugs yet. I did get my towels. I ordered some rugs. They haven't come in yet. And I ordered some. They look like feather hats. They got a name to them, but I can't remember the name of them. But they real pretty. I ordered some of them. I haven't got them yet. I'm gonna put them in my bathroom. I say I want to feel like I'm in a spa, cause I have a hard time relaxing. When I run my bath water, I don't be relaxed. I want to be able to relax, and so I want to make it uh the But actually, I feel like I be in a tight in the tub, cause they be burning my feet when I'm in the water. At the foot, at the where the speaking at, seem like it gets hot or something. Like there's something there. There's something where the water come out. There's something going on in that area. They just got this house booby trap. I think it feel like I call it the death trap. But the Bible said not to rejoice when you see your enemies fall, because he can take his hands off of them, that judgment off of them. And so whatever was he going to do to them, he'll stop. I'm waiting on my pedal to come. I brought me my exercise bike, but the right pedal wouldn't go on. I got two exercise machines that I can't even use them because I can't get the pieces is messed up on them. I got the thing to help me with my sit-ups. Now I got my total gym back there, but I just have a hard time with that total gym thing. I said I was gonna start working on my legs, try to build my legs back up, and maybe that'll help my butt. But I have worked. I used to work out on it a lot, and that's been years ago, and it did help put me in shape, because I could get back in some of the dresses that I used to wear. My stomach was flat. I felt right good, but this body heavy. This body is heavy. I be trying to pull up. Cause I need to work on the arms, but they need to make something for short people. That's what they need to make it. That's why I was trying to find something uh for something to help me, cause I'm short, and I don't even know that machine that's in my bedroom is supposed to help you do sit-ups, but the piece that you put your legs, your feet to help pull you back up, back and forth. I can't get it right because I don't have the strength to put it in that hole where I can lock it in there. Because where I got it now, it won't work. And it's hard for me to do sit up because I've had surgery 3 times across my stomach. And to those cuts, I can't do it. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here because I said I didn't come on here to talk a long time. Right now, I'm just talking. Anyway, I just wanted to come and say what I heard about those time, about the floods, the places where it flooded, that those are sundown towns. So I don't know if that's the wrath of God on those towns or not. I don't know. And I'm not going to say that it is, but if it is, it's God's will. You know, what God will is, God will be done. So, y'all be blessed.